Most people who buy a HUD or foreclosure home lose money, not because the deal was bad, but because nobody told them these four things before they signed. So here's the first thing: you're buying this as is, and that changes everything. Here's the first thing that catches buyers off guard: HUD homes and foreclosures are sold as is. No repairs, no credits, no, hey, can you fix the roof before we close? What you see is what you get, period. And here's what most buyers don't realize until it's too late: the difference between getting a great deal and a money pit comes down to one thing: knowing the difference between a cosmetic problem and a structural one. Ugly carpet? That's a $2,000 fix. A cracked foundation? That could be a $40,000 nightmare. And most buyers can't tell the difference when they're walking through the house, and that's not their fault. They've never been trained to see it. But if you're going to buy in this space, you need to either learn that skill fast or have someone in your corner who already has it. Here's the second thing: the wrong loan will kill your deal before it starts. This one is the silent deal killer that nobody warns you about. Not every loan works on every HUD or foreclosure property. Some of these homes won't qualify for FHA financing at all, and they require conventional loans or cash. And if you show up to the bid with the wrong financing, you're disqualified before the game even starts. And there's a second trap hiding inside this one, and that's that a pre-qualification is not the same as a pre-approval. A pre-qual is a lender saying you look okay on paper, but a pre-approval means they've actually verified your documents and you're ready to close. And in the HUD bidding system, showing up with a pre-qual instead of a pre-approval is like showing up to a gunfight with a water pistol. So get the right loan, get the real approval, and do it before you fall in love with the property. The third thing is that the inspection is your decision tool, not your negotiating tool. And this is where most buyers completely misuse the most powerful tool they have. So on a regular home sale, you use the home inspection to negotiate repairs. But on a HUD home, that's not how it works. The seller, which is the government or bank, is not fixing anything. So the inspection has one job: to tell you whether it's a go or no go, and what it's going to cost you if you do go. Here's the framework that changes everything. Focus on four things and four things only: the roof, the HVAC, the foundation, and the plumbing. If those four are solid, almost everything else is manageable. If any of those four have serious issues, you either walk away or you price that repair into your offer before you bid, not after. The buyers who win in this market treat the inspection like a business decision. The buyers who lose treat it like an emotional one.
It's not me, it's you.
The last thing is the one that most people get completely backwards. And it's the reason good buyers lose to worse offers. In this market, you win on terms, not price. Everyone thinks negotiation is about offering the best price. But in the HUD and foreclosure world, that thinking will cost you deal after deal. HUD uses a net return bidding system. So they're not just looking at price. They're looking at your financing, your closing costs requests, your earnest money, and your timeline. A clean offer with solid terms will beat a higher offer with messy contingencies almost every time. And here's the move that almost nobody talks about: banks and government sellers want certainty above everything else. They want a buyer who can close fast, with clean financing and zero drama. If you can offer that, you have leverage, even if your number isn't the highest in the room. So stop negotiating on price, start negotiating on terms. That's how you win in the HUD world. So, the 4 things. 1, you're buying as is. Know the difference between cosmetic and structural. 2, get the right loan and a real pre-approval before you look at anything. 3, use the inspection to make a business decision, not an emotional one. And 4, you win on terms, not just price.